with Carlson Cards. My wife and daughter are out for the day, so I figured a good time to pop in here and do a quick PSA reveal on an order that just got back. This is a great mix of football, some soccer even, and a little bit of basketball. A lot of PC stuff and then other stuff that'll go on the eBay store to kind of pay for the PC stuff like we always talk about here. Hope you enjoy. Hopefully a lot of cards you've never seen before. And don't forget to hit that subscribe if you enjoy the video. And throw a like down there too if you don't mind. All right, let's jump right in. First off, we'll start with the stack on the left. This is about 60 cards I'm sharing from an order that I think was about 170. I kind of tried to pick stuff that was a little interesting and pretty representative of the whole order. I think the overall gem rate was around 40%, so this should be pretty similar to that. But again, I didn't want to go through 200 cards. I want to, especially with duplicates and stuff, just kind of give you guys a good idea of what was in here. First off, huge one for the set I've been working on is the 2013 Panini Select Des Bryant Gold Prism. The numbered out of 10. Since obviously got a PSA 10 here. I think it's a pop 1. Really nice hit on a card that I think I had predicted as a 9 or an 8. I didn't think the condition was super great, but it seems like with this value grading, this $15 or whatever this one ended up being, they're a little more, I would say, less consistent. I don't know, for better or for worse, right? So this one I feel like was a little overgraded, and there's others in here that I think were undergraded. Kind of just how it goes. All right, next we have a Yao Ming. This is a Topps Chrome rookie, Chinese, and this is actually just the base card, not the refractor, but I believe in this order I had 2 refractors, and those, I think I sold one of those already. They did pretty well. This is the base rookie there. Next we have a Randy Moss. This is an X-Fractor out of Topps Letterman. Probably a card in parallel you've never seen before, hopefully. These are numbered out of 25. I had a Peyton Manning at one point. I think Randy Moss here. Not sure if it'll be one I'll keep or not. We'll see. Doesn't really fit with the other sets I collect, but great looking card. And again, numbered out of 25 for a Hall of Famer. Just can't complain at all there. So you have a Terrell Davis. This is Inherent Fire. Kind of interesting, out of Topps Finest. I believe a Peyton Manning's in this as well with 2 different players. These are numbered out of 100. Great looking card. And with these die cuts, you want to get a 9 is a pretty strong grade there. So that's a cool one. Next we have actually a Mickey Mantle, so I guess there's some baseball in here too. This is kind of a random one. I've had a few from this set and graded them, and they've done well before, so I sent off the rest I had. It's a green X-Fractor out of 50. Pretty consistent, actually similar to football. If you collect football, this set is designed differently for football, but the green X-Fractors are also numbered out of 50. Nice hit there on the 10. Next we have our first soccer card. This is a Messi. This is out of 2009 Mundi Chromo League 10 quiz. I think this comes out of like a board game or something, not 100% certain, like a quiz game. And then people, I got this off ComC. I'm pretty sure people pull them out and then sell them. You can actually grade them. PSA will grade these. So I assume very, very low pop. Honestly, very sharp looking card. And again, to get a 9 on something like this, I have to assume it's a very strong grade. Definitely good inventory for the eBay store. I like to, as I've graded a little more soccer and kind of, that sort of thing, it's fun how much you sell internationally too. I've sent a lot to Europe, stuff like that, China, especially with Messi, so it's just pretty cool. Next, I have a LaShawn McCoy Gold Refractor PSA 10, numbered out of 50, very sharp card. I've had some luck and enjoyment grading these fantasy football type guys. I remember much better to me and more collectible than some of the modern players. If you're buying these guys who are currently playing, they have millions of copies of cards graded. Instead, I'm just kind of going back and doing some of these old refractors for players that I really like, and I've had a lot of fun, learned a lot. It's just been a fun part of the channel to be able to share these kind of cards with you guys too. It's 2009 Topps Chrome Calvin Johnson Blue Refractor. Gotta be one of the craziest photos I've ever seen, especially for a Calvin Johnson card. Great looking color match though here. That's specifically why I picked it up. Nice to see the blue on blue. Just a sharp card there. So just more of a base Kobe. This with a $15 grading, it's nice to be able to take advantage and send some of these cards maybe I've had from like a dollar box at a card show or ComC or whatever. Stuff you wouldn't send for 19 bucks, but for 15, you get a 10. I'd imagine it's like $40, $50, something like that. Obviously well worth it there. So another Messi. This is the 2016 Panini Aficionado PSA 10. In this order, I believe I sent 5 and I got 4 9s and 1 10. Happened to be in the stack here was the 110. But this is a very sharp looking set. I've really enjoyed this set specifically. They have like an artist proof, and it's also in basketball. So it's like Steph Curry, I think Jokic is in here, stuff like that. So interesting set maybe to keep an eye out for. So I have a good PC card here. This is a great hit. I was super ecstatic when I saw this one. This is the 2011 Finest Mosaic Refractor for Phillip Rivers. These are numbered out of 10 if you've never seen them before. It's very similar to the modern Mosaic set that Panini puts out. It's the same parallel, except obviously Panini made a whole set based around it. A very, very great looking card, and I have to imagine like a pop 1. These are very tough set for Finest with the colored backs. Usually, the white backs grade a little better, but the colored backs, you can get whitening, stuff like that. So great ad there. And these are, I was going to say this too, I like this set because, a lot of the guys, they are not super crazy expensive, so it's fun. It's not a gold or something that everyone knows about. It's some of these, as you venture into these eras, especially when you're like baseball or basketball, you can always find these parallels that are, I think, pretty collectible that people don't know about. And it's, fun to be able to collect them without breaking the bank, spending hundreds and thousands of dollars, basically. So Deion Sanders, this is the whatever the hell that is. You can figure it out yourself. This was specifically a card show buy. I remember this. I saw it for, like $10 and somewhere out of 10, so I sent it. A little disappointing, got a 9, but, again, for $15 grading, you can't complain too much. So the Michael Vick 2013 Prism. This is just like your silver parallel, basically. Obviously, 10's a good hit there. I think these are obviously extremely low pop. There's not a lot printed that year, especially the parallels, stuff like that. So, not a lot have been graded either. So Randy Moss refractor on the Patriots. I like this year of Topps Chrome. I love the team text on the bottom. I think for most people, this is probably one of their top years of Topps Chrome, and just in terms of straight up design. It's very tough to grade. I know that golds, especially, you do not see 10s floating around too much for players you like. I have never seen actually a gold 10 from this set, I don't think. So the Kurt Warner, good. This one's for myself. Red refractor here. I love the color match. I like this set. And I think these red refractors personally are the ones to go after. A lot of people know in basketball this set, very iconic. Actually, the golds in football are different. They're numbered out of 99. They're a little more of a dull gold. In basketball, it's super popular because it's so shiny. It just doesn't have that allure here for football. But I like the red refractors. They're numbered out of 25, like I just mentioned. Very tough to find, and I think they look great, especially with the color and the team matches and stuff like that. I like these reds. You don't find them very often, but I think I have like 3 or 4 at this point. I have like a Peyton Manning, Randy Moss, Kurt Warner, a couple players like that. So just kind of something where I add it and keep it. I just don't think I can find it again. It's for a player I like, so kind of just a set you slowly work on for some Hall of Famers. So with Des Bryant, this is the 2013 Select, the Silver Prism. Like I just showed you, I have the gold. Perfect example of a card that I will sell to kind of pay for a gold. That's the way I've gone about growing the collection here. So this is one that I believe I can find again, right? Might not be able to gem, but if I ever want to find one, I can go find one. So I'm not too worried. So I'll keep the gold and then I'll sell the card that, I think I could go find again. So the Daniel Tomlinson refractor at Topps Pristine. I've always enjoyed this set. Numbered out of 349. These come encased, so you have to kind of snap them out and get them sent off. But, sharp card there for LT. Another one for my set. We have a Warren Sapp Gold Prism, PSA 9. PSA 10 just got listed as I'm recording this for like 400. I saw it. There's no best offer, and I was like, oh, I really hope I have that card because I did not want to pay $400 for a 10. I don't think I was going to, but, even just go through the hoops of trying to negotiate and say, will you go any lower, blah, blah, blah. Don't need to. I have a 9. I'm content with that, so we'll move forward. Next, we have a Charles Woodson Mojo Red Prism. Honestly, fairly surprised this didn't 8. You can see the centering here. Left is pretty thin, right is pretty thick. And the back, I believe, was a little white. Not too shabby, a little bit down there. But numbered on 99. This was a throw-in on a trade that I, picked up a legacy collection for Charles Woodson, which might be in here, I don't recall. But this one was a throw-in, so just a grade and sell probably there. So Priest Home Gold X Fractor. Ironically, this was a card that PSA said, a wooden grade, they said, do not hold her, which I think meant there was something, like, it wouldn't be trimmed, but it was like, cut poorly or missized or something. I sent it back again just to try it, and I got a 10 here. So just a food for thought. They don't charge you if they don't grade it, so you can try again. If you have a card that you feel like should be graded like that, for an example, just try it again. You never know. Next, we have a rookie for Julio Jones. X-Fractor parallel, PSA 10. Got to be, again, pretty low pop. Nice player. Should be a Hall of Famer pretty clearly there for him. Here's the other Mosaic refractor, Phillip Rivers. So they only did this parallel again, like I don't know if I mentioned yet, but in 2010, 2011, this was the super short print for that year for Finest. So now I have both them. And ironically, I think the players that I have these for, like LaShawn McCoy, Phillip Rivers, I can't recall the other player now. It's driving me nuts. Anyways, but yeah, all the players I have both. I don't have any players or just have one. It's like I've seen both pop up at the same time and grab them, that sort of thing. Might be Antonio Gates, my other one. I think it's Antonio Gates, which, speaking of Hall of Fame, that guy just got snubbed. I don't know if you guys feel the same. Throw in the comments if you think so. I think Antonio Gates should have been a first ballot Hall of Famer. There's like no question in my mind. It's actually shocking. He's the number 1 in touchdowns for tight ends. He was number 2 or 3 in every other category, so I was pretty shocked. I'm happy for Andre Johnson, guys like that, but I think Antonio Gates should have won him before them, but whatever. Next, we have a Curtis Martin, this 2000 Leaf certified. I like this set. It's kind of interesting. You almost like your modern, your spiral parallels, which I think they do in like laser, in like Donruss, like basketball I'm thinking of. It's kind of like that where it goes spirally. These are numbered out of 25 or 20. It varies on the player. The rookie Tom Brady in this set, there's some crazy stuff. So I've kind of slowly picked up a few Hall of Famers wherever I can find them. With Curtis Martin was just sitting on eBay for like 80 or something, so I was like, I'll grab that. And then we did actually have a SAP too that this one popped up, I think, really cheap, like maybe $40. So I felt like a no-brainer. Again, good keeper if in the future I'm like, I don't really want to go after this set much more. Good options for like trading with other 90s guys or people who are into, these kind of sets. Good options for trades, especially with Hall of Famers. So Ronaldinho, our first 8 here, which actually this order did not have too many 8s and 7s. I think only a few. So this was one of them. This, I know, is a very tough set. I've actually gemmed one of these before, which did very well. But this one got an 8 there. Next, we have another blast from the past. Brandon Marshall, gold refractor, numbered out 75. Again, perfect example where, if I find the players that I remember really fondly for the gold refractors just sitting super cheap or at a card show or whatever, again, I just feel like these are collectible. I think people are going to want them at some point if they don't right now. But, again, I know people go for the whole runs. I do that myself for the players I collect. So it's great to be able to find and hunt down cards like these and grade them if they're in good shape, that sort of thing. It's just, again, I just cannot emphasize enough how crazy it is what people pay for modern cards. And then you look at a guy like this who has insane stats and you can get a 10 of this for like, what, I don't know, 70, 80 bucks, probably less. It's just crazy. It's just shocking to me, to be honest with you. I think a lot of people are going to lose their butts on these modern cards. So Des Bryant, Sepia refractor, numbered out of 99. As you see, sticking mainly to serial numbered for these kind of players. There's a few more base type, like maybe X fractors and stuff, but those, again, I would not send outside of this $15 grading. So Jimmy Graham, finest, a good-looking card, good player. Again, borderline Hall of Famer. I don't think Brandon Marshall will be. Jimmy Graham, maybe like long-term, but for sure not first ballot, obviously, without Antonio Gates getting in. So we have a Charles Woodson blue refractor. This year of Topps Chrome is kind of nice. I like that they have the All-Pro stamp there for the guys who, got that accolade that year. So nice to see him get that and then have the stamp on the card. Another with the Ronaldinho. This one did get a 9, which, again, is virtually a 10, I think, for this set. This is a very nice grade there. So Michael Vick, this is the same as Des Bryant, actually. So ironically, this set did very well for me in this order. And then, sometimes I send it and I just get 9, 9, 9, 9, 8. But here it was 10, 10, 10 so far on that set. A few 9s, I think, actually, I've showed already. But overall, pretty happy with how these did because I'm not doing super well in the orders, some of these, especially for like PC ones. So Eric Decker, gold refractor, again, just real cheap. Wouldn't send this outside of $15 grading. But guy, I remember fondly. He obviously had a pretty good career. Not nowhere near a Hall of Famer, but good career, gold refractor for a couple bucks. You can't go wrong. So Peyton Manning, Fleer Avant. Again, just a real cheap card. Would not send this outside of $15 grading, but I thought pretty good looking, so I picked it up and threw it in here. So Julio Jones, right away in blue prism. These are not numbered, but obviously short print here. This is the 3rd year of Prism, but I think one of the best looking, to be honest with you. I've always liked that one. Just feels like a very big focus on the player and a lot of color. So X Fractor for Julio Jones out of 2015 finest. Nice looking parallel always there with the X Fractors. Then we have gold refractor for Le'Veon Bell. Again, speaking of a guy who's like a flash in the pan, this dude was a complete stud, kind of fell off the face of the earth. I've heard rumors that he's trying to make a comeback for the Steelers. That'll be interesting. Not why I bought or graded this card, but kind of just saw that after I got this in. I was like, that's kind of interesting. And I have his rookie, that 2013 select set I've been showing you. I have his rookie in a PSA 10. I think Pop 1, so that's pretty cool to have a card for him. So Ronaldinho, Pro Set Metal, Purple Wave, numbered out of 35. Have enjoyed this set and done pretty well with it. A lot of parallels, everything serial numbered, not the most expensive by any means. Not even like probably super crazy desired, but I just think serial numbered for like Messi, Pele, stuff like that. It's just kind of a no-brainer if you can find it, especially in, a lot of people I've found, like, I think either like on ComC or eBay, they'll have like 8 of them or something like that. So I just picked some up. They seem to grade pretty well. Next, we have a Terrell Owens Bowman Chrome Gold Refractor. This is numbered out of 50. I think this is a mislabel. I think it should say gold refractor. I'm not really sure. I'm not going to take the time to send it back, but might be what it's supposed to be. I'm not sure. But anyways, this one is pretty off-centered. You can see very thick right here, a little bit thinner, but up top especially very thin. So these all 4 should be equal. They're not. I was expecting an 8. To be honest, when I sent this, I think the corners are even a little white. I can't recall. Maybe a little bit there. No, especially up there. You can kind of see that. So yeah, honestly, pretty shocking grade to get a 9. Like I said, it's for better or worse. Some of these were overgraded. I think some were under. But yeah, that was one I think was a little overgraded. So Messi, this is again the Mundi Chromo. This is that league quiz game I kind of mentioned, just a different year, I believe. So this one got a 7, which again, I'd have to imagine that's probably the typical grade for this set. To get a 9 on that other one was pretty good at the beginning of the reveal here. Next up, Deshaun Jackson, another great player, good name for this set. It's a PSA 9, not too shabby there. All right, on the last stack here. So we have a Larry Fitzgerald X-Fractor. Great looking. I like 2009 as well. I think it's just a great looking set of Topps Chrome. Good photo, obviously, of Fitzgerald here too. I have some bad memories of him torching the Packers around this time frame. I think 09 actually he did with Kurt Warner, 2010, 2009, one of those two. It was Rodgers' first playoffs, I believe, and he got a missed face mask call, I think should have been called, and then we lost the game in overtime, I believe. It's Darrelle Revis, another Hall of Famer, I believe, already, right? I think. Can't recall. I believe he is or should be in the next year or two. I can't remember when he gets in or if he did already. So Barry Sanders, 2013 Topps Magic. I thought this one's kind of funny, this little, kind of like a throwback card mini. I have no clue what this is worth, but just grabbed it and, grade it for $15. Why not? Cool card. I feel like it's something somebody would want, especially if they're going after gems for Barry or, set registry, that sort of thing. The Phillip Rivers Gold Prism. This is an example of one I was pretty surprised. Let's say, for instance, again, the Des Bryant gem, and this one got an 8. I thought this one was in better condition, but I don't know. Maybe like something on the back on this one, I can't recall. But surface was pretty good. Centering obviously looks very nice, so I'm not sure there. Next, we have a guy by the name of, I think it's Bastian Schweinsteiger, something. My German's off. I apologize. But yeah, a nice looking card. I think I just maybe had in my grading pile for some reason, or maybe I had sent some of these from this year in the past, and I had like 3 of these, so I just sent 2, and this was a leftover. But yeah, 9 here. Obviously a good name if you know soccer, and a set that's very, very iconic, so I figured throw it in here, why not? So I have an Ozzie Newsome PSA 9. This one, actually, I just got another copy. It's the first duplicate I have in this set. I picked it up because I knew I had a 9 from this order. So we'll try for a 10 if we get 2 9s, maybe be able to trade it. I don't know. We'll see. I need to figure out how to leverage some of these because a lot of the cards in the set are so hard to find. I feel like if you find a Browns collector who has like a different player, maybe they would let theirs go if you gave them. I don't know. That's just my thought, but we'll see. Like I said, hopefully they'll gem the other one. So Terrell Davis, 99 Finest Gold Refractor. These are numbered out of 100. If you ever buy this set in any of the sports, baseball, basketball, that sort of thing, make sure you have a serial number. It's not desired. If it's not, people will still sell them and buy them, but it's not a true pack pulled copy, so just keep that in mind. I'm working on, I think I mentioned in the past, but like a Hall of Fame set for this set. I bought duplicates of players. I just really trying to get 10s as much as I can. I just think it'd be sweet, especially these really old, just die cut cards are so hard. Any of these cards for that matter, right? If you're getting gems, I think obviously long run, that'll be really nice. Random Mickey Mantle refractor here. Again, no clue. This is maybe a throw-in with a deal or something, but numbered out 100. Then we have another Priest Holmes. I believe we already had a 10 in this. This is the other copy I sent. Got a 9 on that one. Then we have actually a Curtis Martin to follow up with. This one got a PSA 9 as well. These are, sorry, I don't know if I mentioned, numbered at a 175. It's the first year they did these gold X-Fractors. They had it in Topps Chrome and here in Finest. I think the Topps Chromes look better. The Finest is still great looking, but these are much higher numbered too. I think the Topps Chromes are numbered out of 101, and these are 175. So Bruce Smith, like I said, 10s, this set Hall of Fame. So nice to throw this one in there and be able to gem it. This order, I think I sent ones I thought were more of like the 9-ish, 9, maybe 10. So most of them got 9s. I think that was the only gem. And then my other order that I think I just posted 2 weeks ago, that one had the ones I thought were 10. So most of them got 10s. I was pretty happy with the way I've been able to learn this set because that's kind of how it goes. When you grade a set a bunch, you kind of get an idea of what to expect, what your grades could be, stuff like that. Like this set, again, I know I typically do very well with, so it's nice to be able to pick these up when I can for Hall of Famers. Nice Drew Brees there back in the Chargers throwback. He was not known for the Chargers, but he was on them for a while. Except Manu Ginobili Prism. It's the first year of select for basketball is 2012. Short print here. Manu has a lot of collectors. Very surprisingly, I've done pretty well grading his cards and selling them. A lot shipping to like South America, which makes sense. I think he's from Argentina. So yeah, big name there. Next we have Des Bryant. This is a purple prism numbered out of 25. Pretty cool, like I said, with these kind of guys that are not Hall of Famers, but might have fond memories, nostalgia. I just try to stick to serial numbered. That's what I like, whether it's basketball or baseball or football or anything like that. So I have a Jerry Rice, same thing, the Barry Sanders. And one other thing I've always liked to do is, if I have a couple iconic players at the same set, I've had a lot of luck grading multiple. People might buy the Barry and then they're like, oh, I'd take the Jerry too, that sort of thing. So just something I've experienced. Another Hall of Famer, defensive guy here is Marcus Ware. The X-Fractor, this set I mentioned with the All-Pro sticker. So, yeah, cool card there. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully I didn't ramble too much, but there was maybe some interesting tidbits here and new cards you've seen. Be sure again to subscribe if you haven't already, and looking forward to seeing you again in the next video. Hopefully sometime in the next couple of weeks I'll have another reveal to share. Thanks guys, have a good one.